Hello, Gerald Thompson here, international opera singer and voice teacher. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you level 2, the intermediate version of my complete vocal warm-up on breath. Let's go. You'll recognize many of these exercises from my level 1 video, but we're going to change them a bit to make them a bit more difficult so that you can get a bit further with your breath work. In order to get our natural inhalation, we're going to exhale and inhale, allowing the ribs and stomach to come out a bit. And then today, we're going to use a straw or a lip trill to sing our 5th interval. That will sound like this. If you're able to, we could also do this on a lip trill, which would be this. If you're having trouble with the lip trill, you might try placing your fingers at the side of your lips. Sometimes this helps people get the lip trill. Otherwise, feel free to use a very thin straw, or you could place a larger straw in a bit of water to create some resistance. I'll continue the exercise on a lip trill. Always making sure that we're having our natural inhalation. Taking it up a half step. And making sure that the ribs are staying expanded and the stomach is staying out and they're never squeezing at the top, that the breath is flowing consistently. Making sure that you're not squeezing at the top, that would be this. Again, taking this just at first in the middle of your range. We don't need to go to the extremes of the range with this exercise. Next, we'll work on sustaining one pitch. We will sing ieaou, and we're going to hold that last note for 3 beats. The next one. If that's easy for you, let's try to hold it for 5 beats. As we're sustaining this one note, I want you to be thinking of repeating these 2 notes in your head. That it's almost like you have a locomotive that's going ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch as you sustain this one note. Well, let's keep going. Now we'll move up to 7. If you're feeling it tighten a bit at the end, you could go back to switching between the 2 notes. That would sound like this. That will just help release a bit of that tension that's being built up as you sustain the note. And you can continue on and on, 9, 11, 13, however long you can sustain this note without squeezing or tightening in the stomach. Let's do that again. We're going to go the 2 oscillatings, the 5, and then we'll 2 oscillating again. Again, if anything is too difficult, go back to the exercise before. You never have to feel that you're going beyond what you're capable of doing. As you do the exercises, the body will learn to release and let the breath flow, but I don't want you to ever feel that you're having to squeeze or work to sing until that last note. Now we're going to do a descending 5-note scale on ya, 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 and we're going to try to sustain the last note for 3 beats. That sounds like this. If that was easy, let's sustain for 5 beats. Ya, Again, making sure that we're not squeezing, that we're just letting the breath flow. If you need to go back to the repeating the ya ya on the last note, it's completely acceptable. Ya 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 ya. Keeping the lips nice and round as we're descending to have a better chance of getting into this lower register without it falling into the throat. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. And we can continue down a half step until you reach the bottom of your range with this exercise. Now we're going to move on to an exercise where we use all our ieaou vowels and also have them moving in opposite directions as we do it. That will sound like this. Now, in order to make sure that the breath is flowing consistently on this exercise, I like to start this exercise by doing it on a lip trill or with our straw. So let's do that first. And now we'll do it on all of our vowels. I, E, A, O, U. And on that last note, keeping the notes repeating. Don't ever think that you're just holding one note. It's always a repetition and a flow on that last note, almost like the little train on the last note. You can make sure that you're not adding any breathiness or consonants between the changing of vowels, making sure that feeling of glissando is staying throughout the exercise. Many people will add in an H after that first O vowel. It would sound like this. So we want to make sure that the breath is consistently flowing there and that we're not adding in any extra consonants. Let's do it one more time, going up a half step. For people that work well with pictures, I like to think of this exercise as being like a miniature roller coaster. And we're consistently having this sort of round feeling. It's just this feeling of oscillation as we do the exercise. Again, I only do this exercise in the middle of the range. I use the next exercise to get up into my upper register. We're going to do an Alleluia exercise going 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 1, but we're going to repeat the top note. We're going to first do it with a lip trill just to make sure that the breath is flowing. This exercise is in a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's sort of the feeling of the exercise, and it goes like this. Alleluia. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Let's continue up the half step. Now on this lu, I'm going to try to just make sure that the tongue is flipping. It's again that feeling like the locomotive is going la 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 on that note. Alleluia. Keeping nice and round on the le vowel, not letting it go wide. Now, if you're feeling like this is okay for you, we can add another 3 loos on that top note to try to expand that note a little longer. Alleluia. Now with this exercise, we can do it a bit quicker. That might actually help a bit get the breath flowing a bit quicker. So let's keep going. We'll go up the half step from there, doing 2 times the loos at the top. Alleluia. Making sure that the loos are staying nice and relaxed, that we're not grabbing in the throat, the stomach and ribs are not tightening, that we have a nice wide base as we sing those top notes. We can place the hands here just to make sure that that's happening. Alleluia. And one more. Again, the wide bass and expansion into the upper register. Once you've conquered these exercises, check out level 3, the advanced version of the breath vocal warm-up. If you've enjoyed this warm-up, make sure and give me a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video with your friends. Tschüss.